Good morning, students. Sairam. Hi, how are you all? I hope you all are fine. So, students, let's continue our next chapter, which is Business Services, chapter number 4. In first part, I have give you the introduction of the chapter. That means the what is the meaning of business services, what are the features of business services, and what are the elements of business services. Business services means it is a general term that the work of a specialized nature that support business but does not produce a tangible commodity. That means business services are those services which remove the hindrances or obstacles of the business, which helps them to smooth running. So let's first of all we have to understand what are the goods and what are the services, because in business studies you will learn everywhere that goods and services both, like what is business. Business means trading of goods and services. So goods along with services are always there, so you have to understand first of all what is the difference between goods and services. So goods, they can be seen and touched. Look students, goods are tangible, which means which we can see, which we can touch. Okay, but services are intangible force or intangible, like they can't be seen or touched, but only we felt it. Okay, we feel it. Now goods, we can store good in a godown, in a production house. Okay, but we can't store services. Okay, as I said that it is an intangible force, so we can't store it. Next differences, there is a time gap between production and consumption of goods. Look student, there is a process between the production to the consumption. Means first the producer produce the goods, then the wholesaler purchase in bulk that goods, and after that retailer purchase in a small quantity from the wholesaler, and after that consumer purchase these products from the retailer. So there is a time gap between all the process. Now next one is like, so but there is no time gap between the production and the consumption of services. Like if we call Ola cab for traveling, so we consume it directly. Means producer produces services or give their services, and we have to produce at that time. Now for example, examples of goods are pen, paper, notebook, and examples of services are teaching, medical care, and plumbing. Now I hope you all have understood what is the difference between goods and services. And now in this chapter we are discussing about the services which is given by the service provider to the business. Now some examples of business or some classification of business services are like banking, insurance, transportation, warehousing, and communication. So first one is bank or banking. What do you understand by a banking? Banking is the business of receiving deposits from the general public and then lending the funds to the borrowers or otherwise investing. So banking is about dealing in money and its substitute and providing financial services. So students, what is the meaning of banking? Banking means a bank which provides us money, which lend us money, okay, so that we invest that money to our business or for profit making. Look students, here how banking helps in business. Okay, so we are discussing about how banking helps business, how banking gives services to the business. So it provides us loan so that we invest that amount of money in our business and gain profit in future. Okay, so now what are the types of bank? Student, basically there are 4 or 5 types of banks, but we will discuss it in a detail. Like Ministry of Finance, who made these banks? Ministry of Finance made RBI Central Bank of India, okay, or Reserve Bank of India. It is also known as the fathers of all bank. Okay, so RBI makes scheduled bank like commercial banks and cooperative banks. Commercial banks are also divided into some parts like public sector, private sector, foreign banks, regional rural banks, and cooperative banks are also divided into two parts: urban cooperative banks and state cooperative banks. So let's discuss these classification of banks in detail. Now, as I said that only 4 or 5 types of bank in a classification of bank is here in India, like central bank, which is the father of all bank. Number 2 is commercial bank. Number 3 development bank, and 4th specialized bank, and number 5th is cooperative bank. Look student, development bank are also comes under the specialized bank. Okay, so commercial bank is also divided into 3 parts like public, private and foreign. Means government bank, private sector banks and foreign banks. And cooperative banks are also divided into 3 parts: primary credit society, central cooperative society and state cooperative banks. Okay, let's discuss it in detail. So, first of all, what is bank? Bank is an institution which accepts deposits withdrawn by check and give loan and advances for the purpose of earning profit. Okay, so types of banks are: number 1 is central bank. These bank regulates the activity of all commercial banks of its country. Its main function is to issue note. Who issue note? RBI, means Reserve Bank of India issue note, and it is also known as RBI Reserve Bank of India. Okay, means central bank is a head bank or the father of all bank. What is the main function of its? Regulation of money and issuing the money. Okay, now next one is commercial bank. These banks accept deposit from the general public and provide short-term loan to the manufacturer and traders. For example, SBI, PNB, etc. Okay, now it is also divided into 3 parts: public, private and foreign banks. Okay, what is the function of foreign bank? It exchange foreign bank help us to exchange the foreign exchange. Okay, means foreign money. Now next one is, so students, next one is cooperative bank. Okay, these banks are governed by the provision of state cooperative society and meet for essentially providing the cheap credit facility to their members. Means cooperative society, you have learned what is cooperative society. Cooperative society means it is a voluntary association whose main motive is to provide services. Like cooperative banks are also provide them amount of money or loan at a cheaper rate. So cooperative society banks are that bank. Okay, next one is specialized bank. Look student, development banks are used or provide the money for the development of the country, like infrastructure, etc. So next one is specialized bank. Development bank is also comes under the specialized bank. These banks are like foreign exchange bank, industrial bank and development bank, export and import bank. They fulfill the specific need of the unique specific activity. The specialized bank are made for fulfilling the specific or special activities of a country. Okay, now next one is, what are the functions of bank? Look students, what are the primary function of bank? Acceptance of deposit. We deposit our money, our savings to the bank account, like fixed deposit account, RD account, current saving. Okay, so the first work or the primary function is to accept the deposit, and second one, advancing loan, means providing them money. Creation of credit, means it creates the credit. Clearing of checks, financing foreign traders, and remittance of fund. Remittance of fund means transferring of funds, okay, from one place to another. Let's discuss it one by one. Now number one is acceptance of deposits. So students, the bank accept the deposit from the public, and people deposit their money as per their commission as per their convenience and capability in the following accounts. Means acceptance of deposit means the general public deposit their savings as per their capability. They are convenient to the accounts like saving account, current account, and fixed deposit account. Okay, so the first and primary function of bank is to accept deposit of general public. Number second is lending of funds. Another function is to lend money, means to provide money, provide loan. Okay, uh, for the purpose of reinvesting, for profit making, okay, for using as a capital in the any business. Okay, now next one is e-banking. Commercial banks are also provide the facility of e-banking. E-banking means electronic banking, means we can um, do any transaction anywhere and anytime by using their apps and by internet banking. Okay, now next one is remittance of fund. Remittance of fund means transferring of fund. We can transfer money from one country to another country, or from one place to another place, means it provides us a facility of remittance, means transferring of fund. Now next one is check facility. It also provides us the check facility. Check facility like, so students, what is check? Check is the most developed credit instrument, a unique feature or function of bank for the withdrawal of money. Okay, so why we use check for withdrawal of money? So remittance of fund are also comes are having some categories like electronic funding. We can transfer our fund from electronic funding by ATMs. And what is the full form of ATM? Automated teller machine. Next is debit card, through credit card, okay, or online banking. Now next one is e-banking. So student, what do you understand by e-banking? E-banking means electronic banking. It refers to the computerized system for performing financial transaction. Means we use the electronic medium through internet, through any medium like by phone, by computer, so we can do any transaction. Okay, any financial transaction like shopping, like transferring of their funds. Okay, now what are the benefits of e-banking? So student, what are the benefits of e-banking? Anytime banking, anywhere banking, means we can use anytime, anywhere. It is also a cheaper, online banking is much cheaper for the bank. Okay, a survey says the online banking cost is 10% of branch services, and it also eliminates the geographical barriers, means we can transfer our fund, we can do any transaction from one country to another country, from one place to another place. Okay, and also reduction in the cost, means it is cost effective. It also track ability. We can also pay bills by using by saving postal services. Easy to make utility payment, online purchase, which is mostly used. Now these services are available in 7 day a week. Okay, so students, let's again discuss some more benefits of banking, or some of them in explanation. Like, it provides us 24 hours and 365 days a year services to the customer of a bank. Okay, means we can use 24/7, means 24 hours and 7 in a week. Okay, now consumer make some of the primitive transaction from office or house, or while traveling with the mobile, means we can use anywhere and anytime. Now it provides the facility of check. every recorded transaction, means we can also check our transaction at any time. Okay, now it also provides a greater customer satisfaction by serving unlimited access to the bank. Okay, means it satisfy the all demands of the customers. Okay, means they can use anywhere and anytime with their convenience, according to their convenience. It also saves the time. Now let's start the another services, which is communication services. So students, communication services. What is the meaning of communication? Communication is about sending, receiving information, or the transmission of information and meaning from one party to another party, okay, through using shared symbol. Or we can say that these are helpful to the business for establishing link with outside world. Means how can business communication help in a business? It helps for establishing link with the outside world. So this is what it is, communication. Now students, communication is having a is having a two parts, like postal services and telecom services. Postal services has been deleted from your course. Now let's start with telecom services. Telecom services means tele. It is derived from the Greek meaning, which is at a distance. It describes the long distance of transmit information without any change of content. Okay, the telecommunication system consists sender, channel, and receiver. Another term for telecommunication is telecom. The data are transmitted in the form of carrier waves, which are along analog or digital signal for transferring the information. Okay students, so what is the telecom services? The world class telecommunication infrastructure is a key to rapid economic and social development of country. So telecommunication means transmission of data from one place to another place. Okay, so next, what are the types of telecommunication services? Students, the types of telecommunication services are like using cellular phones, fixed line services, cable services, VSAT and DTH services. First, we will start with cellular mobile services. These are used to provide voice and non-voice messages, data services and PCO services by utilizing any type of network equipment within the service area. I hope you all know aware about it. Cellular mobile services, now we can transmit our message from one place to another place. Okay, now next one is radio paging services. So what is the radio paging services, or we can say that fixed line services? So students, next one is fixed line services. It provides a voice and non-voice message of data to establish link from long distance traffic. Okay, it is provided by a long by the telecom services. So how can it helps? It provides a voice and non-voice messages of data to establish linkage for long distance traffic. Okay, now what is the cable services? It is a one-way communication. In this, the transmission of entertainment related services to the subscriber within a licensed area of operation. Okay, cable services you all know now. Now VSAT, very small apparatus terminal, means it is a two-way satellite communication services which is commonly used to transmit broadband data. Okay, now next one is, last one is DTH services. It is a satellite based media services which is received through a satellite with the help of a small dish antenna and set of box. Okay, understood? These are the types of telecom services. So the next part is transportation. Transportation means It is the process of moving an item from one place to another place. Means transportation is very helpful for moving, for transferring the product from one place to another. It is most important. Okay, so it safe, efficient, reliable and sustainable movement of person and goods over a time and space. Students, we have completed our three elements or three classification or types of business services. um, Rest two we will continue in our next video. Okay class, thank you Saira.